Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs, and right now I want to talk about Toriano Pride Jr., the first of probably many commits to Mizzou out of the transfer portal. But first, please guys go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on X. Like, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. All right, Toriano Pride Jr. So 5'11", 190 pounds. He is a corner. Is a Clemson. I think a lot of people follow Mizzou, follow recruiting, recognize the name. St. Louis native. Mizzou went after him hard, and he went to the Orange and Purple Tigers. That was the class of 2022. Spent 2 years down at Clemson, and he played. He made a couple of starts. So the stats may not be eye popping. They may not just have the wow factor, but you have to consider the fact that he's playing for a good Clemson defense. Their issues were on the offensive side of the ball. They had a very good defense. So he's behind good guys. And on that good defense, as a young guy, he's still on the two deep and making spot starts and seeing the field regularly, okay? I think that the ability is there. I don't think anybody doubts that. That's reflected in what everyone thinks of, their portal rankings. 24/7 Sports has him as the number one corner available, or formerly available. And Rivals has him in their top 20 of overall players to enter the portal. So that's the kind of guy we're talking about here in Toriano Pride. As far as who else was after him, well, you go back to high school, the answer is everybody. Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Mizzou, everybody. Out of the college, this is one that it's kind of the hidden, you don't talk about it part of the transfer portal. A lot of these guys enter the portal with a school in mind. There were rumors that Pride might be entering the portal and coming home to Mizzou for probably a month before this happened. So when that's just kind of all right, that's happening. Other schools aren't going to waste their time. Had he just said, I'm entering the portal, welcoming all takers, he'd have had a lot of schools after him. I can tell you that with pretty high degree of confidence. So what kind of player is Missouri getting? He's not tall like a lot of the corners that Drinkwitz has seemed to go after. He's more your stereotypical size, 5'11", 190, as I mentioned. He doesn't lack the physicality that you might expect out of bigger guys. He has that. There was a play where, it was against the U, where he fought through a receiver's block and still powered his way through to get to the quarterback, got the sack for a safety. So that was a very impressive play in terms of showing his strength. In terms of athletic ability, well, going back to high school, he would be the punt returner and he'd play some running back. And he's got good speed. He has some of that as a quickness in terms of quick step, loose hips. That's important as a corner, right? So you got a guy who is athletic, able to stay with guys, able to power through blocks on running plays. Is an all-around athlete who has a chance to be a regular contributor for this Mizzou defense. When you look at him and how he's going to fit in, well, the first thing you have to consider is that Chris Abrams-Draine and Ennis Rakestraw, both almost certainly gone. That right there opens up two spots. Perhaps Drayden Norwood takes one. He's looked pretty solid in his performances. But then, what else? It's a big question mark. Toriano Pride Jr. is going to have every opportunity to be starting at corner for Mizzou for the 2024 season. That's good. And hey, you know what? You talk about sealing the borders in recruiting. There's nothing wrong with sealing the borders belatedly, right? Pride coming home, St. Louis native. That's important. There's going to be guys who out of St. Louis or elsewhere in Missouri who leave for another program or whatever. Seeing the guys didn't work out at Clemson for Pride. I'm going to go home. Seeing that just builds momentum. And maybe that becomes more of a thing where guys are drawn to, the glitz and the glamour of, oh, I want to just go play for Nick Saban at Bama, or, think about Clemson when Pride would have committed, closer to being off the natties and all that. That can attract a high school kid. Once you get in the program, you find out, all right, this maybe isn't exactly what I was hoping for. Let's give the home school a shot. Let's go home. And a little bit of this is probably due to the fact that Mizzou is becoming more of a cool destination. Mizzou historically has been, oh, that's just the old, state U down the road, safety school type thing for recruits. Luther Burden, again, helping change that, along with Drinkwitz's recruiting and prowess. So this is big for a number of reasons. I think, first and foremost, Mizzou may well have their second corner for the defense, losing a lot on that side of the ball. Well, this is the start of reloading, and it's a heck of a way to start. It's kind of falling into Mizzou's lap on this one with a highly recruited guy, highly thought of guy who wants to come home, who, oh, by the way, is a position in need. It's great for the Tigers. That's all I've got, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. Keep it tuned here to Under the Arch Sports. We're talking more Cardinals baseball as the offseason continues, what moves they may or may not make. The Blues are a roller coaster. And Mizzou basketball. Thank you guys for checking out this video. See you guys next time.